Good morning, children. In today's session, I am going to take class for 5th standard science, and the lesson is third lesson we are going to take now. Already we finished 2 lessons, and the third lesson is energy. Okay, this is the third lesson for you all, and we'll continue the class today now. This is an introduction for you given. Mala was standing in the row for a morning school assembly. So he was standing in the assembly in the school for the morning assembly. Suddenly she fainted. Fainted and fell down. Her class teacher rushed to her, took her to the classroom. Okay, her class teacher, what she did? She took her to the classroom and gave her water to drink. So what did she give? She gave water to drink. She came to know that Mala had skipped her breakfast. That is, she didn't take her breakfast. So she did not eat the breakfast. She was given some food and then she came back to normal. So after eating, she came back to normal. That is, we should not skip the breakfast. Okay. Then what do you understand, Frizz? That is, we need energy to do our daily activities. So if we want to have energy, what you should do? You should eat food. Okay. From the food only we get energy, and after getting the energy, what we'll do? We can do the daily activities. We get this energy from where? From the food. In science, energy is defined as the capacity to do work. So energy is defined as the capacity to do work. Okay. So already I have learned this in 4th standard. So capacity to do work. So what is energy? Energy is defined as a capacity to do work. Now let us study about different forms of energy and their uses in this lesson. Now what are the different forms of energy? We do many works in our daily life. Okay, we do many works daily we do. Yeah. Many of them are done physically. So some are done physically. Some work are done with the help of instruments and devices. Some work we do physically. Some work we do using the instruments and devices. But they need energy to do work. So like us, they also need energy to do work. So whether it is instrument or devices, they also need energy to do work. And there are different forms of energy like mechanical energy, heat energy, light energy, wind energy, and so on. And let us study about them one by one. So what are the energy I said, children? Mechanical, heat, light, and wind energy, and so on. So one by one we are going to study now. The first we have to see mechanical energy. So what is the first one? Mechanical energy. So in mechanical energy, energy possessed by an object due to its position is called mechanical energy. That is, when an object has an energy because of the movement as well as the position is called as a mechanical energy. And it can be classified into 2 types, that is kinetic and potential. Kinetic energy and potential energy. So these are the 2 types of energy. So then first we will see the kinetic energy. Now this is energy possessed by a moving object is known as a kinetic energy, and it is also known as a energy of motion. So kinetic energy is also otherwise known as a energy of motion. Motion is nothing but the movement. Yeah. So energy possessed by a moving object is known as a kinetic energy, and it's also known as otherwise known as a energy of motion. Next, for this example is moving car. Car move agudilla, that is a movement, that is moving motion. That's example, moving car. Then cricket ball bowled by a player. That is, then bullet coming out of a gun. Gun la bullet irukku illaya, adu veliye varum illaya, that's a movement. Yeah, that's a motion from the gun. Okay children, we'll see in the next class.